we are going beyond the moon. We are going to Mars. 141x your money parlay.
7.11x. Guys, we're going to 7-Eleven to get a slushy. What are you talking about? We're going to get a big slurp.
Bro, what? Ma, check the big slurp, 7-Eleven. For some reason, we hate international break, but that's when we do our best work.
But international break loves us.
Woo! You guys know what time it is. Welcome back to the last leg powered by MBH Bets. Guys,
Let's go.
let's fucking go here. We are what, week 7?
Week 7.
We're almost 2 months into this damn podcast.
Yep.
We're loving it. Guys, you know what? I was looking at the statistics quickly on YouTube. About 50% of people who are watching are subscribed. But that means the other 50 is not. Okay? Please, guys, do us a favor. If you're watching us and you're getting any type of value or even entertainment watching us win or lose, please subscribe. We had 1,000 views. That means 500 people watched and didn't subscribe. Please, it would mean the world. Subscribe. And what else do they got to join, bro?
You got to join the Telegram because that's where we're going to be dropping our plays first and foremost. If you're in the Telegram, 3,000 plus members and growing.
Yes.
You're going to get the plays there first before anybody else. And it's free. Free.com. Okay?
Yes. Okay, we'll keep it moving. First and foremost, let's go over last week's results, okay?
Okay.
I had myself a week.
You did. I like it.
I didn't get any complete dubs, but I had myself what I call a motherfucking week, okay? On my 14-leg 429x parlay, I went 10 for 14, 71%.
That's pretty nice.
Not bad, no?
It's not a dub, but it's close.
Yeah, but what people have to understand is when I put this out, you don't have to tail it exactly how I put it. If there's games you like you could have chose 10 of those games, bro. There's 10 to choose from.
Even just 5.
But I'm just saying, you had 10 to choose from, right? So 71%. I'm inching closer and closer to a dub for one of my dreamer plays. Hopefully it's this week.
I saw some guys comment saying like, yo, you don't have to take all the plays. I took like 5 and they won.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So guys are going in there and saying, I'm not going to put all 14, but I'll take these, I'll take those, whatever.
Yeah, you look at them, you do your own research, you do your own due diligence, and you go from there.
So that was my dreamer parlay. And then my safe guy parlay, bro, I went 2 for 3, 66%. Juve, bro.
0-0 again.
And I had Barca, which was my odd of the week, money line. They crushed. I had fucking PSG, who won last second. And then I just had Juve. And that was 500 for like 2,500. And fucking Juve fucked me. So it's all good. But yeah, 2 for 3. And then what happened to your place?
My safe parlay was nowhere near safe. Everyone decided to draw this weekend. Arsenal up 2-1. They tied 2-2. And then Bayern against Union Berlin. Bayern's on a 16-game winning streak. The week I bet on them, they decided to tie Union Berlin 2-2. Like, that was brutal. Safe parlay was not safe at all. But my shots on target play was literally down to the last leg.
Yeah.
Everything hit. I just needed Anthony from Real Betis to get a shot on target. He hits the post. He misses 2 other shots. Ultimately fails. But what was that? What was the percentage on that?
You were 80%.
80%. So not bad. Not a win.
He hit the post?
Apparently he hit the post. Because guys were saying in TikTok, like, yo, it hit. Because they thought a post was a shot on target.
Oh my God.
But it didn't happen. So Anthony's banned for now.
We keep it moving. We got some topics to talk about before we get into the picks. Because the picks, guys, like I say, for some reason we hate international break. But that's when we do our best work.
But international break loves us.
So anyways, before we get into that, first and foremost, I only found out about this yesterday. But Barcelona blocked Lamine Yamal.
Yeah.
Barcelona blocks Lamine Yamal's international call-up for Spain.
I mean, I don't hate it. I actually kind of respect it because he has that pubic injury. We already know why. Shout out Nicky Nicole. And honestly, like he doesn't need to play for Spain. Spain is so sick right now. They do not need Lamine Yamal. They're pretty much qualified. They're playing against Georgia and some other team. Just let the kid rest because you guys don't need him. Put Mika Marino up top. Nico Williams is not there either, but Spain, you guys don't need Yamal. De La Fuentes, this guy's shocked. He's shocked that they blocked his move. Buddy, relax. You're Spain. You're not Canada.
Bro, there's no bigger, important call-up in your life than playing for your national team. It should never be a world where anything keeps you away from playing for your national team unless you absolutely cannot play for your national team.
I mean, if you have an injury, you got to look out for yourself. Look at Pulisic. He's not playing for the United States in this window because every time he goes, he gets injured.
We're talking about the United States and this Spain. These are two different things.
That's what I'm saying.
United
This is
States,
Spain.
Bro, United States is already qualified for the tournament.
I understand that.
You don't take risks. And trust me, as an Italy fan, you do everything you can to make sure you qualify for the tournament.
Well, that's a whole different situation because Italy is not qualified.
No, but it just is what it is. I don't know.
The U.S. is guaranteed. Spain is basically guaranteed after this window. And then Italy.
Don't talk about it. It doesn't matter about Italy. The point is this. Don't talk about Italy, okay? I think he should at least get called up. Look, put him on the bench. You just never know. Like,
yeah,
even
okay.
if he gets called up, bro, train light and sit on the fucking bench.
Okay,
bro.
that I agree with. Be there with the boys, with the squad. Be in the training, whatever. Don't go hard and just don't play or come off the bench. I see where Barca's coming from because he's literally their best player, their biggest asset right now, and they cannot risk another injury because without him, what are they going to do? He basically carried them against Bruges to tie that game 3-3. And then on the weekend, he scored what? He scored the third goal, the winning goal, or the second goal?
Third goal. No, second goal.
He contributed a goal and played amazing regardless. He played the full 90, I believe, or close to it.
Okay, but I don't believe that club teams should have the authority to block players going up to their national team. I just don't believe that. If the player decides not to go is one thing, but their club team should not have the authority to say we're blocking his call up.
That's a little weird, but I get it because they are essentially his employer. They pay him. I don't know what they get paid for the national team, if they get paid for the national team.
I don't think they do.
I understand it's a huge honor. I mean, I would play regardless if I had one leg, but I'm not, obviously, because I'm here talking about it. But I don't know. For me, as a Yamal investor, clearly, as you can see, Yamal in the Spain kit, red color match, I don't mind him not playing this window because they're going to get the job done regardless. Let him stay home and relax and heal up because it's going to be an ongoing injury. Barca's the one spending the time, the money to take care of him. So just let it be. De La Fuente, relax, okay? Stop going off.
We have different opinions there, but we'll keep it moving. The next one, we're going to stay in Spain and still talking about Barca here. There was all this talk about Messi potentially going back to Barcelona before the World Cup due to the Beckham clause. Remember how Beckham was on LA and then I think he went to PSG and Milan, right? While he was with LA Galaxy to get prepped for the World Cup. So there was all these pictures that came out online. He was at the the Camp Nou, Spotify. Camp Nou looking around,
the
bro.
new Camp Nou.
Pure happy, bro. To be fair, he looked pure happy. I'm not going to lie.
It was kind of nostalgic.
I geek. But anyways, so he's there all looking all cute, whatever, and then this morning, like he looked like a little kid, like a little baby, you know. He looks like a little guy. And then this morning, I read Laporta. He's like, yeah, bro, listen, it's just a dream, and he'll get a proper send off from the Barcelona fans. But like, we're not gonna entertain like rumors that we know aren't true. But what do you think? Do you think that he could still ball for Barcelona?
I definitely think he could because Barca needs the help. I wouldn't see him playing as a right winger. He'd probably be like a false nine or playing that cam role. I mean, the positions offensively are pretty filled out. They're only lacking in the left wing position because Rafinha's out. But Messi could play anywhere in the front top. But it's
Does
weird.
he start though?
He could start, yeah. He's in game form.
Man.
But the way I see it is, how is he going to go to Barca when the MLS season starts in March? It doesn't really make sense anyways, because he's going to have game time going into the World Cup because the MLS season starts in March. The World Cup's in June or July. So it's a dream. I would have loved to see him back in the Champions League. Then Ronaldo would have got cheese, probably go back to Madrid. That probably wouldn't happen either. So it's all a dream. We're all about dreams here.
In the real world that we live in, Messi absolutely cannot play on Barcelona. He wouldn't get a starting position on Barcelona. And that's just the reality of it. All the little Lionel Messi, little lovers, Messi. Bro, he can't ball like that anymore. I've watched him barely ball in MLS here and there. Don't get me wrong. He should be balling in MLS. He has his games where he does ball, but bro, he cannot play in La Liga anymore for a team like Barcelona. Come on, let's just be realistic. Let's call a spade a spade. He's an old man. I've watched him play live in MLS. The man's legs are barely there anymore. Between him and Suarez, I don't know who's worse. They look like two injured horses trying to run around the pitch. Messi cannot ball on Barcelona anymore. Maybe he can come off the bench, maybe. But whose position is he taking? Lewandowski, he's not taking his position. They need a striker. He's not taking Yamal's position. He's not taking Rafinha's position. He's not taking fucking Pedri's position. Like
or Firmin's.
Who's he taking?
Maybe
bro?
Firmin's as a cam.
Maybe, bro.
No, but Messi off the bench is just pure aura for that team.
Yeah, fine. But I'm talking actual skill level in my eyes, especially after playing in MLS. Like, guys slow down when they go to play in MLS. So there's no world that Messi actually can be at the top level playing for Barca in La Liga today in 2025. I don't believe it. All the little Messi loser lovers in the comments, say what you guys want to say. You know, I know you're just going to glaze him regardless, but if you know ball, you would agree with this take. That's all I'm saying.
Guys, let us know in the comments if you think Messi can still compete at the highest level for Barcelona.
Nope, not even close.
No,
all right,
no.
We're going to keep it rolling here. Last take, speaking about getting called up to your national team, not taking it, whatnot. Federico Chiesa.
Oh, God.
Got a call up. Gattuso said, "Allo, Federico, come stai? Want to come play for the Azzurri or no?" And he said no. And then everyone's shocked.
I think Gattuso had to clear it up because people were like, yo, you didn't call him up again and again? And then Gattuso was finally like, okay, guys, listen, I called him up. He doesn't want to come. I have to respect the decision. We can't force him to come. But I think it's kind of sad that you have to call up a guy and rely on this guy who barely plays for his club, barely played last year, is barely doing anything. And now it's this whole commotion because he doesn't want to play. I think the Italian national team is in shambles because something similar happened with Acerbi, one of their best center backs recently, where he's like, buddy, I don't want to play for the national team anymore. I'm over it. Like, it's getting kind of triste.
Yeah, I mean, you guys heard my take a few minutes earlier. Not accepting a call up for a team as historied. Is that even a word?
Historical.
No, what's storied.
Storied.
Not taking a call up from a team as storied as the Azzurri is an embarrassment. I think there are millions of young lads, little bambinos in Italy that would dream of a call up. And to know that there's a guy who is, you know, maybe 30, a little between like 27 and 30 years old, not accepting a call up to Italy it's an embarrassment, man. It's an embarrassment. And I don't know if it's worse for the Azzurri, like the federation and the team itself, or if it's worse for Chiesa, or like it's just brutal for both.
No, it's brutal for both because it makes Italy look bad as a soccer nation.
Yes.
And it just makes Chiesa look bad because it's like, bro, why wouldn't you take this opportunity to potentially play 90 minutes for your national team in a crucial moment of their qualifying campaign where they have a slight chance to actually finish first should they score 20 against Moldova and then potentially beat Norway? It's very unlikely, but why not partake in that opportunity to become a national hero?
No, it's stupid. And it's like, exactly, after coming off the back of like 2 missed World Cups, like this is where you're needed the most. And it's an absolute embarrassment.
And even if you're not going to play, be part of the team so at least you're in the door
he would play,
when they
bro.
qualify.
We know this. He would get minutes.
He would start because they have no left winger. That's for sure.
And so I'm reading here, his focus has remained on building his fitness to ensure he can continue to play a role for Arne Slot's side.
But you're not even playing. What role? Off the bench in a Champions League game against Kairat Almaty or whoever the fuck you're playing? Please.
No, it's brutal, man.
Or to play EFL Cup to start there. You're not starting in the Prem, you're off the bench. You're not starting in Champions League, you're off the bench. Go play for the Azzurri. They need you. They're desperate, obviously. And now you're just making the whole national team looks bad. Listen, the problems in Italy go way deeper than national call-ups. Italian teams need to start investing in their youth because there's no good Italian players coming up. They're looking for foreign players to help their league ratings. Start investing in your youth.
But let me ask a question.
There's no good Italian players coming up. Name me one.
Camarda.
Bro, he's not good.
Bro, what?
He's 17.
What?
Okay, that's one guy. Who else?
Okay, bro, you can't keep moving the goalposts. You said name one guy. Then you said he's not good.
What has he done for Lecce this season?
Bro, he's 17, dude.
Okay.
He's 17.
And what has he done?
Like, don't compare him to Yamal. Yeah, Yamal is a generational talent. Do I think Camarda's going to be?
But who's been a generational talent for Italy in the last decade?
Nobody.
Exactly. So why isn't Juve, Milan, Roma, these big teams, instead of buying schkeef players from other leagues, invest in your youth.
Poor. The league's poor, bro. They have no money.
Invest in your youth. Invest in your youth where you can actually like garner talent, potentially flip them like the Portuguese league does, the French league does, the Dutch league does. All these successful teams do. Italy, like, I don't know. It's sad because I want to see Italy do well.
No, you don't.
I'm like a
Doesn't
percentage.
doesn't sound like
I'm
you
a
want it.
percentage Italian.
Doesn't sound like you
How
want it,
much
bro.
percentage? I don't know.
Doesn't sound like it.
But it's pissing me off because you have so much potential there. You have all these. You have a whole nation, a historical nation with 4 World Cups. I saw Italy win a World Cup and a Euro, and it was I cried, and I'm not even Italian.
No, you didn't, bro.
Yeah, I did. I was on St. Clair with my
didn't.
Italy flag and my Del Piero jersey, pure crying. And I'm not even Italian. I can speak Italian, okay? Come stai? Tutto bene, ragazzo? Listen, it's sad to see. It's triste. They need to invest in their youth. Whoever's listening to this, invest in your youth. I hear guys.
The Italian Federation's going, hey, bro, bro, you see that guy on the Last Leg podcast?
No, but it pisses me off because I watch IFTV. I hear what those guys talk about. I hear what the box-to-box guys say. They say the Italian league is shit because 0-0 draws. But I actually watch these games. I bet on them. It's entertaining, but there's no Italian talent doing well. Pinamonti's like the best Italian striker right now. Moise Keane's not scoring any goals for Fiorentina. They're on the road of relegation. What the fuck is going on in Italy? Get your shit together. Honestly. Who's that?
Listen, it doesn't matter. Listen.
Who is that?
You're making a valid point. Listen, I'm not gonna deny it. You're making a valid point. They have their spotty players. They have their Calafiori on Arsenal. They got a couple guys here and there. Whatever. It's not enough. It's clearly not enough. We haven't seen a. I'm not even gonna say like generational talents are hard to come by. Like I want even okay. For example, if I look at Portugal right now. They don't have any generational talents. They have a lot of world class.
We have Rodrigo Mora.
He's not a generational fucking talent. What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, he's 17, starting for Porto.
Starting for Porto, bro.
Where's their best?
Bro, Porto's playing fucking Skeef squads, bro. Listen.
Where do these players come from? The best academy in the world. Best academy in the world right now is Benfica.
Says who? This guy saw one Instagram post.
I saw Bear Instagram post.
Here we go.
It's the most profitable.
Yeah.
They're pretty good at skeefing teams.
Two different things.
Look,
okay, listen.
Juan Neves, 20 years old.
They're not generational.
Scoring bicycle kick hat tricks as a defensive midfielder.
Listen to me.
Carlos Forbes scoring 2 goals against Barca.
To ask for generational talents, that also is a bit of luck. Okay,
it happens every generation.
Exactly. So to expect a generational talent from a country, you can't. But to expect multiple world-class players is valid from a country like Italy, Portugal, now Spain, things like that, Germany, France. And yes, Portugal has many world-class talents. Spain has many world-class talents, and they happen to have, in my opinion, the next generational talent. Mm-hmm. Germany, they're wavering a bit, but they're still there. You know, France is France. I mean, don't get me started on France. I have a lot to say. But
England too. Netherlands.
England. I don't know. I'm not.
England fosters decent talent, but they just can't come together as a national team and actually
fair.
get it done.
That's fair. So yes, listen, you can't expect Italy to have generational talents. Like you can't expect that of them, but you should expect multiple world-class talents. And right now, it's like the ones that we do have that are world-class, I mean, they're debatable. And in my opinion, I watch a lot of Serie A, so I'll say they have a Bastoni, they have a Donnarumma, they have a Barella. They have a couple of these guys that, again, in my opinion, are world-class, but a lot of people would look and say they aren't world-class.
No, Italy's last generational talent is Donnarumma because that guy started when he was 16 from Milan.
No, he's generational.
And he's in his mid-20s playing for Man City, just won the Champions League.
But you don't get love when it's a keeper. Like, you don't get love when you have a generational keeper.
No, but even
it's
in
not
City,
the same.
even in the Serie A, like, I watch Serie A. We bet on the Serie A. We watch, like, the most skeef games. Bro, like, the games are good. Just because they end 0-0, 1-1, doesn't mean the game wasn't good. It just means people weren't converting. The goalies in the Serie A are generational, to be honest. A lot of them, like, really good goalies.
Yeah.
And they're all Italian. Defenders are good. Attacking's not bad, but there's just no goals because it's just...
No, but they have nobody. They have nobody in there with like flair. Like there's no Baggios anymore. There's no Del Pieros. There's no Tottis. Like
listen, the best Italian player in my opinion right now is Orsolini for Bologna. He creates the most for that team. He takes shots. He takes shots on target, which is good for me and you guys if you're tailing. And that's it. It's just sad to see because like what happened with Italy? How do you miss 2 World Cups back to back? How do you not have a good squad?
They made mistakes.
You guys have amazing coaches.
It's not that, but they have no money. The teams have no money. And what they were doing to try to keep the league alive was buying these like older mans, like bringing Ronaldinho in when he's washed.
Yeah, I keep getting 2-for-1 deals.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, anyway, let's keep it rolling. Let's get into the fucking plays here. That's what everyone's here for. For us to fucking, we'll scrap all day if we needed to. Okay. All right, guys, before we get into our plays for the international break, we have to give a quick shout out to our partners, our brothers, our family at Mintink, the real MVPs of the hobby game. Guys, we stopped by there, I think 2 days ago. We picked up some crazy stuff. We got some boxes we're going to be ripping, like just unbelievable stuff. Panini Select La Liga. We're looking for some Jamals in there. We got some Club World Cup Panini Prisms. We're looking for some Kaboom skis in this box. But it's a ton of other really cool stuff we're going to be giving away as well. They got everything. Honestly, they have everything you want. They have it. Funkos. They got the Pokemon. They got the Yu-Gi-Oh. They got every sport you could think of. Like, and I'm talking like boxes on boxes on boxes, cards on cards on cards.
Supplies.
The best in the game.
Don't forget, you can shop online. You can shop for supplies, cards, boxes, whatever you need. They even have grading services, okay? If you want to get your stuff graded and slabbed up, okay? Don't forget to use code MBH5 for a skinny little discount from the boys, just to make you feel a little bit nice, especially during this holiday season that's coming up, all right?
And guys, let's get back to this episode. First play, let's get into it. Guys, like we mentioned, first and foremost, it is international break, World Cup qualifiers. Lots of, these are like, this is the end, right? So I think a lot of these plays I'm very confident in because a lot of them are, you know, it's down to the wire. So some teams really need results, and that's kind of what we base a lot of our research off of. So let's get into it. First and foremost, the first game we're going to look at is Northern Ireland at Slovakia at home. Very straightforward. I think both teams need a win to help their qualification hopes. Slovakia is in second with 9 points. Northern Ireland in third with 6 points. And I forget who's in first in this group, but they also have 9 points. So it's a very close group. Lots of things that can happen on these final game days. So I'm seeing two teams that are going to be attacking. Two teams that are going to want to get a result. There's going to be a lot of space at the back. Therefore, I'm going both teams to score at $2 odds.
That's my favorite pick of this game because they also, I believe Slovakia is due 4 games led of both teams to score. And Northern Ireland is also due, and they're also very good away team that can score. Both teams need a result here, so they're both going to be going all out to attack. Both teams to score at 2.00 odds. When it's due, you got to hit that. We saw what happened with the Arsenal game last week too.
All right, keeping it moving. Next game we're going to look at is Sweden at Switzerland. Switzerland pretty much has this group on lock. I think they still need a win to close out, and Sweden's been having an absolutely horrible qualifying campaign, although somehow they have a glimmer of hope. There's still hope for them. How? I don't know, but there is.
It's literally a crack in the door of light.
It's a crack in the door. They need results, and they need the teams ahead of them to absolutely flop. So with that being said, at the end of the day, Sweden does still have a decent team on paper. Like their qualifying campaign and then their team on paper, they don't match up. Those two things don't match up.
They also just got a new coach, Graham Potter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He was Brighton.
He was Brighton. But before Brighton, he was a club coach in Sweden.
Okay, so there you go. So anyways, with that being said, I think Sweden probably still loses, but they're going to push for a result. So I actually have Sweden +2 at 1.53 odds. I think it's great. They're going to push to score. Switzerland's a great team. They'll probably score. I think Sweden might lose this game still, but I don't see them losing by more than 1 because of how badly they need a result. Don't be surprised if they get a dub somehow or even tie. So I'm very confident with a Sweden +2 here, meaning they can lose by at least 1 goal and they'll be okay at 1.53 odds. That's my play.
You couldn't get a 0.5 on that? The odds would have been really bad.
Odds would have been bad, yeah.
Okay. So if they lose by 2, then it's a loss.
Exactly.
There's no push?
Correct.
Okay.
No push.
So I do like Switzerland to win here. However, I do kind of see them kind of not caring that much, not taking it as intensely because they are so guaranteed. I can see them playing for the draw here just to push them through qualifying and not like really put their guys through a lot of stress physically. That's also why I like both teams to score. The odds are pretty good. Sorry, can you pull up the odds again for that?
Yeah.
1.72 odds for both teams to score. Listen, Sweden has to attack. Isaac should be good. Gyökeres should be good. Ayari should be good. All those guys should be available to play, and they need to push. They need to score. Switzerland, they can score easily against these guys. So both teams to score is a good shout. Switzerland to win, I'm a little hesitant for that. You could even do Switzerland to win, Sweden +2, and both teams to score.
That'd be a
crazy same game parlay.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know what the odds are for that, but it's probably close to 3x.
All right. So you're locking in what? Both teams to score?
I like both teams to score mostly for this game.
Okay, fire. We're going to keep it moving. Kosovo at Slovenia. Guys, I'm going both teams to score here at 1.95 odds. And it's strictly because it's the due system, okay? When someone's due, they're due, okay? There's been no BTTS, no both teams to score in Slovenia's last 3 games, and no both teams to score in Kosovo's last 4 games. So both teams here are due for both teams to score. That's strictly what I'm calling here. This is just the due system. When a team is due, they're due. If you like, again, let me explain for anybody who doesn't know, who hasn't been watching this, anyone who's new. When you look at the two teams playing each other and they have 3+ games prior to the one that they're about to play, that there's been no both teams to score. It's been 0-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, whatever, either side, they're due. So when you have two teams that are 3+ games with no both teams to score, they're just due. It's just the system.
That's like ultimate due.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially when the odds are good. If the odds are like 1.5 or less, it's harder to take. But if it's close to plus money, between 1.5 and 2x, like, bro, you're taking that.
Yeah, so strictly I'm taking both teams to score here at 1.95 odds because they're due. They're just due. It just is what it is.
What I personally like for this game is Kosovo double chance. So that means to win or draw at 1.9 odds. Like, I don't know why they're so heavily not rated here. Mm-hmm. But Slovenia are missing Benjamin Šeško, their number one striker.
Yep.
And I don't know if they're going to be able to score because they find it difficult to create chances offensively. That's also kind of why they haven't had both teams to score results. So I just want to go a little bit safer with the underdog at Kosovo. They're also ahead of Slovenia in qualifying, so they just need a draw to guarantee, I think, second spot for the playoffs.
Okay, moving on to the next game, Belarus at Denmark. I have no play here, but I know you do.
I do. So in the reverse fixture where Belarus was at home and Denmark was away, Denmark alone scored 3 goals and both teams to score no occurred. Listen, both teams to score no is one of the worst bets you can do in soccer. But in international breaks, when you have such a high quality team versus such a low grade squad, like, it's gonna happen inevitably. And if you're trying to pull value out of a game, that's the only place you're really gonna find it. So Denmark alone will score 2.5 goals for sure, 3, especially at home. Højlund to score anytime. And then both teams not to score. Belarus is not that team. They've never been that team, and they never will be that team. Okay, the odds for that are 1.82, which is not bad. It's pretty good. And if you want to sprinkle a little bit more, take our boys. Check the dryer. Anders dryer to score or assist.
Nice. Check that dryer, baby. All right, we're moving on
the weekend.
This is potentially my odd of the weekend. I have 2 of them, but this is one of them. Scotland at Greece. Okay, I have Scotland double chance at 1.7 odds. Scotland, in my opinion, is just overall the better team. And they're the only team with a chance of qualifying here. Greece is down bad. Scotland's, I think, 10 points. Greece has 3. I don't know what happened. They started their campaign strong with a win against Scotland. Or maybe, no. Was it a win? I don't know. Anyways, they started their campaign strong, and then they just died out. So I think Scotland, although they're away, yes, they're the ones with a real chance of qualifying here. I think they can go into first, potentially. They're tied with Denmark on points. So they're going to be looking for a win here. They're going to be looking for something, and I think they're going to get it. But I like the double chance at 1.7. You're getting that because they're an away team here, so they're going to get a result, in my opinion. But going safe, double chance, Scotland at 1.7 odds. For me, it's a no-brainer, and I think it's my odd of the weekend.
Yeah, so Greece realistically has nothing to play for here other than pride, playing at home. They've kind of let this golden generation really flop, especially considering this is the biggest format of a World Cup to have the most teams involved. It would have been nice to see Greece there, but sorry, it's not happening. No Slovakia this year or next year. Scotland obviously does have a chance. It's kind of messed up because Greece on paper to me have a better squad than Scotland, but Scotland just have that tenacity and that experience. So I do like Anthony's play of double chance Scotland. I didn't even take that in. Really great value there. But kind of staying on that same side, I like Scotland to score over 0.5 goals at 1.44 odds.
Those are great odds.
I think they're going to score for sure. Greece's defense is not that great, and they're not going to play to get a 0-0 or try and really win this game. They're just going to try and have some pride for their nation, which is already gone.
I actually really like that.
That's a really good play.
That's a really good play.
You could even combine those double chance Scotland and then over 0 goals, because then you'll get to 2x.
I like that. Okay, moving on. Spain at Georgia. Spain missing some key players, as we know. No Yamal, no Nico Williams, but I think they'll still score. Okay, it's still Georgia at the end of the day. And Georgia has a decent squad, to be fair, and they're going to be looking for a win to help their qualifying chances. They are still in the mix. Barely. They have their guys like Kvaratskhelia and a couple other decent players. I'm going both teams to score here, okay? The odds are about $2, a little bit over $2 odds. I think there's a ton of value there. Spain being away, missing their key players. Again, obviously still a better team on paper. I don't think their defense is anything special. I think Georgia has the talent to at least get one. And you never know. It takes a penalty, a free kick, one quick break. Like anything can happen. So I think anytime you see a team at home playing a team that has pretty much already qualified and has kept some of their best players at home and didn't call them up or didn't bring them up, I think both teams to score at over $2 odds is beautiful.
It's really good value.
I love that. So much value there, in my opinion.
I personally don't really have a play here other than Spain to win. There's nothing here I really love. I'm going to wait till the lineups are announced and maybe make a same game parlay to see who's on for Spain, who's on for Georgia, because I think Georgia will have Mikhautse back. If not, then whatever. They only really have Kvara. But yeah, no play for me here, to be honest.
Okay.
TBH.
We're going to keep it moving. Okay. Here's another play I really, really love this weekend. We got Netherlands at Poland. I'm going Netherlands money line. It seems like the easiest play, and every time I say that, it never ends up being. But Netherlands are going to look to book their ticket to the World Cup with a win here. They still have one more game after this, but they don't want to wait. They rather book it, and then next game they can play all their Schief guys. So last game, they tied 1-1 in Netherlands. But if you look at the stats, Netherlands destroyed them, dominated them all game. They went up early in the first 20 minutes, 10 minutes. I think it was 8th minute, actually. They went up early, dominated all game, and then Uncle Matty Cash scored in the 80th minute, right at the end. And you can literally watch that back. You can go look at the statistics. Netherlands went to work on them. And when I look at Poland's lineup now,
who's on that team?
No, dude, yeah, it's weaker than it's ever been. Honestly, they're a pretty weak team compared to bro. There you go. The fact that you can't name,
it's literally just Matty Cash and Lewandowski.
They had Swiderski, but he's injured right now. There's a couple guys, but anyways, really weak squad. Netherlands has bare ballers on their team, top quality players. So I think you're getting Netherlands at 1.7 odds when they want to go out and close out and book their ticket to the World Cup. Yes, they're away. They want to do it early against a very weak Poland team. Give me Netherlands money line at 1.7 odds. I'll take that all day.
Yeah, I really like that too. But I personally do like both teams to score in this game. I mean, if Poland could score away to Netherlands, I think they can do it at home, especially with Lewa back, because in the reverse fixture, they did not have Lewa and they somehow still scored. So both teams to score just to keep it a little safe for me at 1.67. Take that all day for me.
All right. Keep the show going. Next, we got Malta at Finland, and I have no play here. What do you have?
So it says Finland to win and both teams to score. No. So I have Finland to win and both teams to score no at 1.72 odds. That's just the value. Like I said, in these type of games where you have a higher quality team versus a lower quality team, you got to do the both teams to score no and the better team to win or at least score a certain amount of goals. So this is just a throw-in just for the value, to provide value for all of our viewers. Finland to win, both teams to score no, 1.72. Take it or leave it. I might take it.
Yeah, for me, that's a heavy leave it. All right, moving on. Austria at Cyprus. I mean, Austria is just a stronger side. They want to close out qualifying on a high note to a much, much, much weaker opponent. I think Austria gets easily 2 goals. So I'm taking Austria over 1.5 goals at 1.44 odds, or 1.42 odds, sorry. No brainer. Yeah, they're away, but who the hell's on Cyprus?
Yeah, the guys, this isn't Paphos FC. This is the Cyprus national team, which is probably worse than Paphos.
And they're Schief. So I think Austria gets 2 easily, and I love those odds at 1.42 odds. Anything in the 1.4s for them to get over 1.5 goals against Cyprus. Austria has a decent squad, and they're pretty much, their ticket is pretty much booked.
Yeah.
So they're going to go, they want to close out again. These are teams, like we said earlier, getting into the picks, when teams have an opportunity now to book their ticket, those dressing room talks with the coaches are let's get the fucking job done.
Yeah, let's get it done.
Let's get it done. Let's go into the final match day easy. Throw some young guys in there. Let some guys get some minutes, whatever. So I think they're not going to play around here. They're going to get at least 2 goals.
Some young guy.
Some young guy.
Some young guy. Austria to win at 1.3 odds. Surprisingly, for me, that's really good, especially if you can get it at an early payout sportsbook. Really good for me here. I would even combine both of our plays if you can. If it can get you just over 1.6 odds, I would take that. Any player props for this game, Sabitzer has been their best player, and he takes their penalties. So him for a shot on target or to score is a very good shout out here. Baumgartner, if he's healthy, is also another good player. And that's it for this game, to be honest.
Okay, moving on. We got Romania at Bosnia.
This is a heavy game.
Again, I have no bet here.
Okay, so I like Bosnia at home because if they win, they secure. I believe they secure or get closer to securing their qualification. The odds are Sorry, what are the odds for that?
Well,
Sorry, the odds for Bosnia to win are actually 2.38
Yes.
odds, which is really good value.
Yeah.
But what I do prefer here to be a little bit safer is tie no bet at 1.75 odds. But what that basically means is if the game ends in a draw, it's void, it's null, you get your money back. But if they win, you get the dubs.
What about double chance?
Well, to be a bit safer, yeah, you get double chance Bosnia because if they draw, you still win and you get your money. And the odds are 1.44 odds. Listen, Romania is a decent squad, but they've been kind of flaking lately. Bosnia at home want to get the job done, and I believe they can get the job done. So that's your scale. Risky, Bosnia to win. Mid risk, tie no bet. Low risk, double chance. But if this is anything that happened last week, that's all gonna flop.
All right. Moving on to the next game. We have Faroe Islands at Croatia. My play here is very straightforward. I'm going over 2.5 goals at 1.6 odds. Croatia's been on a tear, scoring 3+ goals in their last 4 of their 5 games. They're coming down to the wire at home. They're not going to play no games, okay? They want to just get the job done. Like I just mentioned, end of it, last few games to qualify. Coach is going, boys, no games here, dude. Meaning Croatia's going to score. Croatia's going to score goals at home. We know that against honestly, I'll say a weak Faroe Island side, although they're having the best qualifying campaign they've ever had. They have 12 points, I believe, which is insane. So with that being said, Faroe Islands is also going to go for a result, meaning you're going to have Faroe Islands, a weaker team, attacking. You have Croatia at home, a much stronger team, attacking. I see goals here. There's goals written all over this game. I think over 2.5 goals at 1.6 odds is an unbelievable play.
Croatia's coach is going to be in the dressing room pregame playing, I don't want to play games. No games.
Think so? Holy,
yeah, I have
bro.
the same play for that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate that, bro. All right, moving on to another game that I really like. And I've been hammering them all qualifying. They started off horrible, but they've been picking it up. Germany at Luxembourg. My play here. Some people might hate it. I love it. Germany minus 2.5, meaning they need to win by at least 3 goals at 1.72 odds. Germany is in first in the group, but they have no room for error. It's one of those. Like, they have no room for error here. And again, going into the final match days of the qualifying, their coach is saying, boys, it's time to wake the fuck up, boys. No joking around here. We can't be like Italy, missing World Cups, boys.
Wake up and smell the schnitzel.
So I imagine they're going to go out there and just absolutely destroy Luxembourg. So I think minus 2.5 for them is they might win this game by 4 or 5 goals at 1.72 odds. Give me that all day.
Yeah, they're just going to look out to destroy and absolutely annihilate Luxembourg.
Yeah.
Voltemade's been in good form. Serge Gnabry, Adeyemi. Like, the whole squad's been in good form. Minus Florian Wirtz.
Flirts?
Shout
out
or,
Flirts,
or
man.
Squirts. But yeah, Germany should get this job done super easily. I don't really have a play for this game because, like, bro, it's too many games. Okay, guys, relax.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I
last
really
week we did 70
Well,
fucking
that's why after
games.
last week I really had to tone it down.
Okay, guys, that is a quick run through of all the games we like. Remember something before we get into the moment that everyone comes to this fucking podcast for. A lot of these C's and I are also taking as straight bets. We're also playing these as straights. We don't necessarily show them, but we're taking a lot of them as straight bets. So please, when you listen to this, make sure if you hear anything you really like, not everything's a parlay. Like, if we're saying, yo, we love this play at $2 odds or 1.7 odds or 1.8 odds or 1.9 odds. Take it as a straight bet. Be smart. Couple straight bets, couple dreamer parlays. With that being said, you guys know what time it is. Whew. I always get amped when this moment comes. All right, guys.
This is the favorite part.
It is time. All right. I have a 9-leg 141x your money parlay. We are going beyond the moon. We are going to Mars on this one, baby. I'll see you guys there. First and foremost, we have both teams to score in the Slovakia versus Northern Ireland game. Give me Netherlands money line against Poland. Give me Germany minus 2.5 against Luxembourg. Give me over 2.5 goals in Croatia versus Faroe Islands. Give me over 1.5 goals for Austria against Cyprus. Give me both teams to score in Georgia versus Spain. Give me Sweden +2 against Switzerland. Give me both teams to score in Slovenia versus Kosovo. And finally, the ninth leg, the last leg, give me Scotland double chance against Greece. I am putting $100 to return $14,151.67. Disclaimer, this is throwaway money. This is a lottery ticket. This is not guaranteed. Okay? So bet what you can afford to lose on this. If it's $10, $5, $20, $50, whatever it is, that's what you bet. 100 is my play. I will see you guys at the money counter because we're getting closer and closer to winning the Dreamer Parlay every single week. This is the week. You like that?
I love that.
All right. And with that being said,
You got another one, right?
woo! I got my safe guy parlay. It is 3 legs, 4.10x your money. We're not going to the moon. We're not going to Mars. We're staying right down here on planet Earth, okay? First leg, give me Netherlands money line against Poland. Love that play. Give me over 1.5 goals for Austria against Cyprus. And the third leg, the last leg, give me Scotland double chance against Greece. Guys, I'm putting $600 to return $2,462.28. Forget Mars, forget the clouds, forget the stars. We're staying on planet Earth. And I'll meet you guys at the money counter when this hits, baby. Let's go.
Cha-ching. That
What you
all
got for us?
That's all?
That's it.
Okay, guys. I got another super safe parlay. I know last week wasn't that safe, but this one should be absolutely guaranteed, okay? We got Austria over 1.5 goals. Super simple, super easy. We were preaching it this whole pod. Last leg for that is Scotland over 0.5 goals, okay? Both together are 2x, double your money, 2 legs, 2x. That's all you need.
Oh my God, I'm shaking, bro. That was such a good play, bro.
Okay, for my mid-risk 5x play,
Okay.
I got a 3-leg 5x parlay for you boys. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. I got both teams to score in Slovakia and Northern Ireland, 2x. That is absolutely my favorite bet of the weekend. Second leg, we got double chance Kosovo, 1.83 odds. They're going to get it done. Don't you worry about it. And then last but not least, Austria to win against Cyprus. Who? 1.3 odds, 5x your money, 3 legs. Take it or leave it. Ciao.
See what's the money counter. Guys,
Hold on, I got one more play.
one more play.
I got one more play.
Oh, guy gave with 3.
You guys know I love my player props, right? And with this player props, we're not going to the moon. We're not going here. We're not going there. We're going to the corner store, 7-Eleven, boys.
Jeez.
3-leg parlay, 7.11x your money. I got the man in form, the most generational winger in the Premier League. Jeremy Doku to score for Belgium at 2.7 odds against Kazakhstan. What? Then we got Rasmus Højlund of Denmark to score against, who are they playing? Belarus. Nobody. And then last but not least, the last leg, we're going to Germany. We're going to Nick Woltemade, Newcastle's point man, their striker, to score all 3 legs, 7.11x. Guys, we're going to 7-Eleven to get a slushie. What are you talking about? We're going to get a big slurp.
Ma, check the big slurp, 7-Eleven.
And that's it for you guys.
All right. Now, with that being said, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please subscribe. If you didn't subscribe, please, bro. Comment. Let us know, guys. Let us know in the comments what you're taking this week because we're going to read through them. You guys didn't do this last week. We're going to read through the comments and we're going to make some plays. We're going to take some of your plays, okay? For fun.
Do you want to shout out the plays that we have so far?
No, I don't want to shout out anything. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much. We will see you at the money counter and we'll see you next week on YouTube as well.
Ciao, zing.